There's something hauntingly captivating about an abandoned shopping mall or shuttered department store. These places, once filled with the hum of conversation, the shuffle of footsteps, and the glow of fluorescent lights, now sit eerily silent. Yet, something remains in the atmosphere that intrigues us. But what is it? Why do they hold such a strange appeal? Why do dead retail spaces resonate so deeply with us? Today, we're going to uncover the mystery and find the answers to this strange fascination. Welcome to the intrigue of dead retail spaces.
Tonight, the famous blue light is out, though, for Kmart in all 50 states.
Here in this wealthy New York suburb is the last standing full-size Kmart in the continental U.S.
Your store in Huntington, Long Island will be closing down. It's one of 29 stores on the latest list of closures by Sears, following the company's bankruptcy filing. 11 Kmart locations are also on the list.
To understand the allure, we need a little context. In the US, shopping malls and major retail chains like Kmart and Sears were once the heartbeat of consumer culture, especially in the latter half of the 20th century. They weren't just places to shop. They were social hubs, pastime destinations, and even symbols of commerce. Families spent their Saturdays wandering through department stores. Teenagers loitered in food courts, and holiday shopping was an event in itself. However, with the rise of e-commerce, economic shifts, and changing consumer habits, many of these spaces fell into decline. Some were left partially empty, others were abandoned entirely, their interiors frozen in time like relics of a past era. The anchors that once held malls together, Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, began closing locations, leaving gaping holes in shopping centers that never quite recovered. The decline was gradual, yet inevitable. Suburban sprawl changed shopping habits. Big box retailers like Walmart and Target took over, offering one-stop convenience that malls couldn't compete with. Meanwhile, e-commerce giants like Amazon eliminated the need for brick-and-mortar stores entirely. What was once a vibrant gathering place for communities became a ghost town. For many, dead retail spaces evoke a deep sense of nostalgia. Walking through an empty mall, one can almost hear the echoes of the past. The distinct music playing over the speakers, the sound of a busy food court, and the soft chatter of shoppers. There's a strange comfort in these memories, even as they're layered with a sense of loss. But there's something more. These places capture a unique aesthetic, a liminal, almost dreamlike atmosphere. The faded colors, outdated signage, and eerie stillness create an environment that is both familiar and unsettling. It's as if time has paused in these spaces, preserving a version of the world that no longer exists. The strange lighting, the vast emptiness, and the retro-futuristic architecture of some malls add to this feeling. The pastel color schemes, neon accents, and geometric designs of 80s and 90s malls, once symbols of the modern world, now feel like relics of an alternate timeline, one where these places never faded away. Even as these spaces vanish in the real world, they thrive in online communities. Dead mall enthusiasts, urban explorers, and liminal space photographers document and preserve these locations through photos, videos, and discussions. YouTube channels dedicated to exploring abandoned malls have amassed millions of views, each video offering a glimpse into a forgotten past. Social media pages, Reddit threads, and entire websites are devoted to mapping out these lost locations, sharing stories, and speculating about their fates. The internet has given these spaces a second life, allowing them to exist as shared memories and digital artifacts. Aesthetic movements like vaporwave and mallwave tap into the same nostalgia, repurposing the visuals and sounds of dead retail into a surreal, melancholic experience. The empty halls, the soft echoes of emptiness, and the flicker of neon create an uncanny digital dreamscape that feels both futuristic and frozen in time. The fascination with dead retail spaces goes beyond simple nostalgia. It taps into our connection with place and time, how environments shape our experiences, and how their loss can feel almost personal. These spaces remind us of a different era, a different way of life, and perhaps a longing for something we can never truly return to. There's also an element of mystery. When we see an abandoned mall, we wonder, what happened here? Who was the last person to walk these halls before the doors shut forever? There's something eerie about a place that was designed for crowds, yet stands completely empty. For some, dead malls serve as a kind of memento mori, a reminder of impermanence. Nothing, not even the biggest commercial empires, last forever. Retail giants rise and fall. Shopping trends come and go. And eventually, everything we build is reclaimed by time. So what happens to these spaces now? Some abandoned malls are demolished, replaced with housing developments or Amazon distribution centers. Others are repurposed into schools, churches, or even apartments, giving them a second chance at life. Yet many remain frozen in limbo, too expensive to renovate, but too iconic to destroy. They sit untouched, slowly decaying, waiting for a future that may never come. So, why do these dead retail spaces resonate with you? Share your ideas in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching.